When detectives asked what happened, he had an answer. Two strangers attacked them in the Arizona desert. They stabbed the woman he was on a first date with, then vanished, without leaving a single footprint. Police say the only footprints they found belonged to two people, him and Arianna Bailey Jones. Then detectives uncovered something even stranger. They say he'd bought a shovel that morning, hours before she ever went missing. This is the story of a first date, a dog left alone in a locked apartment, and a story about phantom attackers that started falling apart before it finished being told. Welcome to the Hidden Chapters, uncovering the truth behind every crime. Her name was Arianna Bailey Jones, 21. A mother to a 2-year-old son. Much of what she shared publicly centered on her son and motherhood. That's part of why, when she went quiet, her family knew almost immediately something was wrong. She didn't just disappear from people's lives, not without a reason. She lived in Glendale, Arizona. Ordinary apartment, ordinary routine, work, her son, a dog she clearly loved. Like a lot of people her age, she'd met someone online. Domonic Rodolico, 24, and after a while talking, they finally agreed to meet. July 5th, 2026. Their first date. Cameras at a Harkins movie theater caught them that night, arriving together, leaving together. Rodolico walking out with a drink still in his hand. Nothing in that footage suggests anything's wrong. At 5:30 that evening, she was still texting her family. Normal. Unremarkable. After that, nothing. 2 days passed before anyone raised the alarm. On July 7th, a relative called police. Arianna hadn't answered anyone since Sunday. That wasn't like her. Her mother went to check the apartment herself, expecting to walk in and find her daughter there. Instead, she found silence. The front door looked forced. Inside, a phone, broken. Arianna's wallet, the one thing that should have been with her, gone. And in a kennel in the corner, her dog, still waiting. No food, no water. Days. It had clearly been days. Her family told police right there. They believed she'd been taken against her will. Police issued a public appeal. Her mother also pushed for a turquoise alert, Arizona's system for missing and endangered people, hoping it would bring more attention to the search. For a week, her mother did what a lot of parents in this exact position end up doing. Flyers, her own searches, whatever she could hold on to. Detectives didn't have to look far for a person of interest. Rodolico was the last person seen with her, right there on camera, walking out of that theater beside her. When detectives asked what happened, he told them about two strangers. They appeared in the Arizona desert, armed with knives. He said he got away. Arianna didn't. No names, no description, and no trace, anywhere, that these two men ever existed. Just his footprints. And hers. Up to this point, detectives had one story and very little to test it against. Then they started reconstructing Rodolico's movements, hour by hour. That's when the case started to change. Detectives didn't believe the location was random. This wasn't a spot you stumble onto. It's a remote stretch of desert north of the city, near Lake Pleasant. No roads out there worth mentioning. No reason to end up in that exact patch of nowhere by accident. Police say Rodolico had been to that same spot earlier that very day, before the movie, before the date even started. And it doesn't stop there. Police say he'd bought a shovel and other supplies they believe were later used to bury her body. If detectives are right, the desert wasn't where things suddenly went wrong. It was where they believe the plan was meant to end. On July 13th, Glendale police announced they'd found her remains, buried in that same desert. Her mother heard it the way families do now, a phone call, then having to say it out loud to everyone else. "They found my baby's body," she posted. "Oh God, please give me the strength. I can't even breathe right now." If you enjoy carefully researched true crime documentaries that focus on the facts, consider subscribing. It helps the channel grow, and you'll never miss a new case. Rodolico was arrested, charged with first-degree premeditated murder and with concealing a body. Premeditated, not a fight that spiraled. Police are alleging this was planned, hours ahead, down to the shovel. He's denied all of it. He's being held on a $2 million bond. No trial yet. He's presumed innocent unless a jury says otherwise. Worth remembering, because everything you've just heard is still, legally, allegation. A Glendale police spokesperson said only that they'd hoped to bring the family a different kind of closure than the one this turned out to be. What's still missing from the public record is the one thing that usually anchors a case like this. Nobody said why. Somewhere in Glendale, a 2-year-old boy is going to grow up hearing about a mother he won't get old enough to really remember. Somewhere, eventually, a jury is going to hear about 2 men who left no footprints. A shovel bought hours too early. A desert visited before there was any reason to visit it. None of that's been tested in a courtroom yet. But there's one image from this case that isn't allegation. It isn't disputed. It's just true. By the time anyone opened Arianna's apartment door again, her dog was still there.
If this case stayed with you, you're not the only one. And if you're ready for the details most people miss, there's more waiting in the full Hidden Chapters playlist.